So, Paul, what's been happening this week?
What, the foreign exchange market?
Well, yeah, this is the FX desk.
Well, to be honest, mate, it's not a lot happening.
Okay, what we're going to do, fill 3 minutes with sport, the weather.
Yeah, well, probably be more interesting, but in fairness, we have seen some conflict-related moves.
Yes, but unfortunately, all the positive moves for sterling happened when we was off for Bank Holiday Monday.
Yeah, they were. Trump said last Saturday that a broader agreement between the US and Iran had been largely negotiated, and sterling gained around 0.5% from Monday's European opening against both the euro and the dollar.
But only to give back those gains when the US forces attacking missile sites in southern Iran.
Yeah, and tensions increased further on Wednesday with another US strike and retaliatory strikes from Iran at US bases.
So how are things left? Is the peace deal still in place?
Well, that's a hard one, and considering these attacks. Although we have seen some safe haven demand for the dollar, the moves have been fairly muted for now. We've seen around 0.5% move up in the dollar index, and oil prices are down on the week.
Well, I suppose it's still in place then.
Well, it does suggest that, yeah.
And how is Trump taking these increased tensions? Any doomsday threats?
Well, no new Iranian threats, but he has threatened Oman.
Oman, but they're an ally.
Yeah, they are. But during Wednesday's televised cabinet meeting, when asked by a reporter if he would accept a short-term deal that allows Iran and Oman control of the strait, he replied, "They will behave just like everyone else, or we'll have to blow them up."
Wow, he didn't mix up Iran and Oman, did he?
No, he didn't, but he did mix up some other countries in yesterday's cabinet meeting, telling reporters that Venezuela no longer has a navy, air force, no longer has a lot of people that were leaving their country.
But in fairness to him, he's made a lot of threats and got involved in a lot of military actions over his 2 terms. Bound to forget the names of some of the countries.
Yeah, Oman was the 15th country he's either threatened to attack, left open to the possibility of attacking, or actually attacked.
But didn't he declare himself the peace president last year?
Yeah, he did, and the White House posted an image of him on X last October with that caption.
So back home, not much news economically or politically.
No, we haven't had any meaningful data of any note this week. A few business surveys which pointed to higher inflation, as you'd expect, and phony Blair has piped up, which hasn't been welcomed by the Labour leadership or the other potential leaders.
Yeah, in his scathing over 5,000 word attack on Starmer and his would-be successors, he accused him of putting Labour's future at risk by abandoning the centre ground.
Yeah, indeed he did, and he argued for the government to crack down on welfare spending, abandon restrictions on oil and gas, and even smooth relations with Donald Trump.
Policies, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
I know what that is. He wants them to become the Conservative Party.
Yeah, it sounds like it more or less, but the new Labour Party, the 90s, were really an alternative Tory party.
And he would have joined the Iran war by the sounds of it.
Yeah, he indirectly said we should have, and he didn't mind the war when he was in power. By the end of his decade-long tenure, Blair ordered British troops into combat more than any other Prime Minister since the Second World War. So we shouldn't be shocked if he wouldn't.
And Burnham and Streeting have both hit back at Blair.
Yes, they have, as you would expect from leadership challenges.
And what about Starmer?
No, he's still keeping his head down, mate. He's got enough on his plate at the moment.